your bed or your sofa in the washing machine? Or your favorite easy chair that has a beautiful upholstered fabric on it? When was the last time you washed that or cleaned it? Well, other than maybe doing a little spot cleaning, probably never. But what if you could not only clean, vacuum, and sanitize those surfaces? This is RAYCOP, and RAYCOP is an amazing handheld UV allergen vacuum and fabric sanitizer. When you hold this in the same location, it's going to create that wonderful sanitation that you're after using UV light technology. Marvelous vacuum where it draws up things like dust mites and dead skin cells, which the dust mites feed on. And something we don't talk about at cocktail parties, but there's dust mite poop on your bed, on your pillows, in your mattress, on your sofas, on your favorite chair and your pillows. This is going to not only get rid of all those things, but sanitize those surfaces in the process. Now, we introduced RAYCOP to you in the last couple of years here on Down Home, and it's been wildly popular. Last April, it was a Today's Special Value. It blew out early in the day, sold out early. But when we brought it to you a year ago, it was more money. Tonight, we're bringing you the lowest price RAYCOP we've ever offered on QVC, and I was one of the first hosts to present it on the air in this show. And the first time we presented it, it was not $99. It was a whole lot more. And it sold out. And it kept being one of our most popular home items because nobody can get these great big furniture items clean the way that RAYCOP can do it. Now, I will let you know that since we started our show, over 500 of these have been ordered during Down Home with David. For the day now, that brings us to 11,600 for the day. That's just since midnight last night. The unit is handheld. It's very easy. Right now, that button is red because it's in standby mode. When I press it one more time and it turns blue, it's in vacuum, cleaning, and sanitizing mode. There is a blue light that is doing, see that blue light under there? That UV light that is doing its job, creating that wonderful sanitation and vacuum that's gonna get after all of those messes. You know, dust mites are not just insidious in our homes, and we all have them. You can't see them because they're microscopic. They have little claws, and they dig into the fabric and they hold on for dear life. You need a strong vacuum like this RAYCOP that can really get in there and have them release their claws and draw them up and away from your furniture, your mattresses, your pillows, where you're sleeping and putting your precious face down at night. That's where these things are crawling. What's in bed with you? Sometimes we don't know. And if you're wondering just how powerful this is, take a look here. I've got a box of beads down below. Look what happens. Look how powerful that vacuum is. It's going deep, deep, deep down into the carpet fibers, going after the messes and going after the problems and extracting them from your furniture. That's the beauty of the RAYCOP. Now tonight, I promise you the lowest price ever, and we put together a value that has been driving our conversation all day long. Ordinarily at retail, this is $229. That's the normal QVC price. Tonight, we're saving you $129.02. You're paying only $99, the lowest priced RAYCOP ever on QVC. 4 easy payments of just $25. Now, before we bring in Kylie Watts, our special guest and my dear friend, I want to show you a demonstration. Now, this is a regular jersey knit sheet. A lot of you sleep on these. A lot of us have t-shirts made of this material. Underneath this, I've got a bed. And we sprinkled powder on that bed. Imagine that this powder is dust mites, dead skin cells, dust mite poop, all the kinds of allergens and yuck and mess that can be living inside your furniture. Your fabric-covered sofas, your favorite easy chair, your mattress where you and your precious family sleep. Now we're going to take this sheet and put it back on top of the powder. And then I'm going to pick up my RAYCOP. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to vacuum through the sheet. You're wondering how strong this vacuum is? Take a look. Now see these blue lights coming on? That means they're sanitizing. So as this is vacuuming, it's also going to sanitize. I don't know if you can see inside this cup, but can you see that powder being drawn up? It's a little difficult to see, but you can see it. Now we're coming back across this bed with the sheet on top, and we're actually vacuuming through the sheet. You may be wondering, well, I wonder how much of that powder it actually got up through the sheet. That would be a fair question, right? All right. Here we go. Now let's reveal. Oh, hello. Or should I say goodbye? Look at what it picked up through the sheet. Now, if I go right on that mattress, it's going to pick up the rest of that mess. And where does it land? Inside this dust cup. That's where all the dust mites that have been holding into your furniture like this with those claws. Yeah, if it disgusts you, yeah, it should. Because those are the same dust mites that we're climbing into bed with every night. When was the last time you cleaned your mattress? Or your sofa? Or your favorite chair? Or your kids' bedding? Or even their stuffed animals that they hug and hold like this at night and they sleep with. What's crawling around on those stuffed animals? This is designed to get it all off and make it go away and sanitize the object in the process. This is very, very popular. I was so excited the first time we ever presented this on Down Home with David and had it sell out. And now it's a today's special value again for the second time. Let's bring in my dear friend Kylie Watts. She is a home specialist. She is my good friend, and she is our RAYCOP specialist and expert. Miss Kylie, good to have you back with us tonight. How'd I do with my demos?
Thank you so much for having me, David. And you were fantastic, as always, because you're so familiar with the RAYCOP, because we have presented it on Down Home many, many, many times, but definitely not at the level that we're doing right now. And the reason why, David, those demos worked so beautifully that you did is because this is a patented technology in here that combines a 4-stage system. So it's dual filtration, very specific calibrated suction, a pulsating brush roll, and most importantly, that UVC light that's on the bottom that can do things that your traditional vacuum just can't do. So the combination of the pulsation and that UVC light is why you see that power, why those dust mites don't stand a chance, why those microscopic particulates are not a match for the RAYCOP RN. And in fact, we have some incredible claims that we're going to put up for you and really tell you what happened when we tested this machine, because it's not just us saying it, it is tried and true. When you use this, that HEPA filter is going to capture particulates down to 0.3 microns in size, 99.97% to be exact. That's things like your dust mite matter, your pollen, your pet dander. When this was taken and the UVC light exposed to a surface, it killed 99.9% of the influenza A virus with just 5 seconds of exposure. It also kills 99.9% of bacteria, such as E. coli and staph, with just 10 seconds. And it also takes 90% of the dust removal after 3 minutes. So when you talk about the fact, David, that your regular vacuum can't do with the RAYCOP RN, that is the absolute truth, because this not only cleans those hard to launder fabric surfaces, it sanitizes them as well.
Yeah, if you pull out your regular vacuum, you might get some mess up off the mattress, but you're not going to sanitize at the same time that you're vacuuming. Now, here is a mattress that's exposed. When was the last time you sanitized your mattress? I'm not talking about just spraying something on here. I'm talking about getting a deep down clean. Remember, and this is something Kylie taught me. Let's go back to a split screen with Kylie because I want to see her face. Miss Kylie, are you there, darling?
Yes, David.
Okay, there you are.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh,
I was
there
moving
she
position,
is.
so I'm
there
in a
she is.
different spot.
Remember when you taught me that dust mites have claws? Mm-hmm. And they grab onto your mattress and your furniture and your kids' toys and the stuffed animals. And so if you take a regular vacuum to that, they're not going to release their claws. You need something strong like this that not only will release that grip and pull those away from your mattresses and from your furniture, but also sanitize at the same time. Now, take a look here at what it's doing, and I'd love for you to narrate for us here, Miss Kylie.
Yeah, absolutely, David. So when you put this machine down to those upholstered surfaces, mattresses, couches, you have that pulsating brush roll that goes to work loosening up that embedded fibers that you have and getting that dirt up. It has a very specific calibrated suction, which means it's an intelligent machine that adjusts itself with the airflow based upon the surface that you're on. So you're not going to pull in and trap fabrics. In fact, you're going to be able to go through multiple layers like you demonstrated earlier, David. And it's capturing particulates down to zero point 0.3 microns in size. And that's important because those are very common allergens that we all have, the dust, the dander, the pollen, especially this time of year. Everything in PA right now is covered in pollen. And when you use this, you don't just topically clean, David, you sanitize deep down into that surface.
I mean, look what's happening here. You see that blue light turn on the top there? Not only am I vacuuming this mattress, but I'm also sanitizing. And I need to leave it on the mattress. How long to sanitize, Kylie?
So if you want to kill the influenza A virus, it's 5 seconds of exposure. Bacterial removal, it's about 10 seconds of exposure. You can also alter the DNA of the unhatched egg, David, with that UVC light and treat it like an iron. So glide it over it 2 to 3 times. You don't want to go too fast. You don't want to go too slow. Keep it flat to the surface and it's going to do that job for you.
And then when you're through with the mattress, come over here and do the pillows. Do Mr. Teddy Bear too, right? Get in here and go right through your blankets, your bedding, your sheets, all the things that ordinarily you might have to take to a dry cleaner to get clean. And your mattress, good luck cleaning that because there's no way you're ever going to be able to get that into your washing machine. This is going to do the job, and you don't have to wonder if it's working. You just have to take out this dust cup and see all that mess inside, all the things that were hiding deep down in the mattress. I'm sorry if it disgusts you, but you know what? On some level it should, because this is designed to clean the items in your home that you can't clean with traditional methods, not the way the RAYCOP can do it. Now, it's the top of the hour. It's 9:02 p.m. East Coast time, and a lot of you are just tuning into QVC and you're wondering what today's special value is all about. This is the RAYCOP. It is a handheld UV allergen vacuum with fabric sanitizer. We've got the lowest price we've ever offered. Now, Kylie, if memory serves me, the first night this was ever on the air, we had it in this show and it sold out, didn't it?
Yes, that is correct.
And then over many airings, when it kept being one of our top bestsellers in the show, we made it a today's special value a year ago in April of 2020. And it blew out the door, sold out early. But when we offered it a year ago, it was more money than it is tonight. Tonight is the lowest price RAYCOP we've ever offered you. And the final one we'll do is a today's special value for the entire year 2021. If you're just tuning in, take a look at our value story. $229 is what you would ordinarily pay on QVC for this RAYCOP vacuum and UV sanitizer. Tonight, you're saving $129.02. You're saving more than you're spending. And we've got it on 4 easy payments, and that's any card you use, and we ship it where? Right to your doorstep. And there's very little learning curve when you get this at home because you simply plug it in, you turn it on, and you start cleaning. You start vacuuming, but more importantly, you're sanitizing, thanks to that UV light technology. I can tell you now that for the day, we've taken orders for 12,300, and just during Down Home with David, 1,300 of these are now spoken for. Now, when does the price go away on this? Not a few days from now. It goes away tonight at 11:59. When this show is done and we get ready to kick off our brand new value of the day, that's when this offer will be over. Now, again, Kylie, I love showing this demonstration because it really shows the power. And then in a moment, we're going to show you how that UV light really penetrates deep down. But I first want to show you the power of the vacuum. Let me turn this on. And Kylie, what we're illustrating here is just how powerful this vacuum is, several inches down below the surface.
That's right, because the vacuum is not just vacuuming, David. It has very specific calibrated suction, and it is an incredible vacuum. It is pulsating as well. The brush roll that's inside of there vibrates 18,000 times per minute. So that's why you're seeing those small particulates jumping up and down and really standing no chance against the RAYCOP RN. That's what your regular vacuum can't do. So if you think we just have a regular vacuum, we're totally fine, it doesn't move the way the RAYCOP RN does. And it also doesn't have the ability to sanitize like this. So this is a box that we filled with polyfill, David, very similar to what you would have inside of pillows and mattresses. And you can see when I take this away, it's just a white polyfill box. But when we put this on top, you can see that you're not just topically sanitizing the way that maybe some of those chemical sprays would. You are sanitizing multiple inches down deep into those fabrics. And you're not spraying a chemical on areas where you'd be laying and sleeping, putting your head